what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
It's Hall again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Mustang 19.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Complete out to the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the red zone now. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway.
Panthers 50, Panthers 50. Ready.
To work against the blitz. He gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They start to drive home. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll throw it here on first. He just throws this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. And the receiver's going to take the one on the jet sweep. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Let's go. Hard 7.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Deputy Lying.
Working now from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Even 25 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set. Bravo 80.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, go. Dragon 60. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pound the 60, pound the 60. Keep going, boys, moving. Cut 19, cut 19. 18, 19, light. Steady.
They'll go play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Oh, running between the tackles. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment dropped, but he bobbled it and drops it. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Still fighting forward. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards.
And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. One right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They got 21 yards on the play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
70.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 the Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Quickly on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. First down now, ball at the 33. He's going to throw it again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 14.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure coming. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
15 at the 16-yard line.
He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like that,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
A small little jab there finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. It's like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Fourth down, pass coming. Connecting on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
16 yards.
They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive. A lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
Gain of 16 yards. And
To the air now on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Ready, set.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Alert. Ready.
They go to him again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Back-to-back stands at the goal line. And now it's 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down. At your own 1. Right.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
42. Bears 14.
The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. Here's Thomas on the return. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
Out of the backfield looking for Breece Hall there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Eagles ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
36-yard line.
Get it. Viking 18, Buffalo 18.
Shut down. Motion, check.
Throwing from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working now from the gun. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 37 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. PAT effort coming up. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll work against the blitz. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And the Eagles get to it. And they're going to set up on the opposing side of midfield after that fumble and return. Not on the same page with his tight end. New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
65 catch. Deputy, go!
From the red zone on 1st. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Makes the catch. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That one connects. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, Carter, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now a give running right. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're throwing it. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Pass brought in by Burton. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Come on, set.
Sticking to the air here. Set up the screen here for Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience,
this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Getting out to his left. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches. They really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That one complete to Pitts. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go play action on 1st down. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He's going to throw it again. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for our Eagles. 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Eagles about to move to 12-0 on the season. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
18, run.
They're going play action. Going deep here for the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Back now, pressure coming. Dump off to his fullback. And this one does not go far. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Chicago. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
With 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Rocco Brady score.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To the air on 3rd and long. And once again, they can't connect.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They're going to pass it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it
19.
3rd and 2.
19, 18, Pioneer.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
First down. It's a gain of 32. And an Eagle first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds outside. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And tell me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bears 14.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Set. Go.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. Big game downfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So the Eagles will fly.